here in the LCK. It's 1-0.
Yeah, so a powerful pick, but it definitely cements to me that Teddy and Pleta want to go hard in the bot lane. They really want to try and find an advantage there. T1 looking at the Azir for Faker. I'd actually go for the Aurelion Soul. This has been changed on this patch.
Yeah.
Got some buffs to like his overall kit in his late game, but the trade-off was, you know, when we were talking about this change, that the loss of that would really remove him from pro play. But yeah, who feels confident? And then Poppy coming in for Zeus in the top lane into the Renekton.
But Teddy and Pleta have certainly been the team fight masters here on the side of DRX.
Yeah, and opting into strong lanes against Guma and Carrier is pretty cool to see.
As you mentioned, Pleta's coming over, and he will help get this one. Owner's just going to give up on the blue buff. He says, there's no way I can fight for that one. Might even get his Gromp taken away as well, as that is going to reset. Very awkward here for Owner, who's also going to get rooted down. Not in danger of dying, as Teddy is not here just yet, but a bit of a skirmish brewing in the T1 jungle right now. As the 3-on-3 comes in, and it's really just a fight over the Gromp.
I've never seen such a heavy contest over a Gromp.
I've seen the Gromp get kills, so it can be very valuable. But yeah, it looks like eventually DRX are just going to give up on it. They want to
top side for that scuttle anyway, but figured they'd just try.
It's very aggressive overall from the DRX squad. I feel like they've come in here with a very specific strategy against T1, which is, and so far I've been nothing but impressed by DRX.
Yeah, the timing's so good that Fake is back because, you know, they obviously...
Yeah, Owner is up a level, and he is going to get 2 of the grubs. And with Faker nearby level 6, they were considering it. The Aurelion Soul was very popular. He was hitting like 4,000. As I say that about Faker, he is now going to get knocked up, and he will just dash away. Owner goes in.
Just giving you no real late game option in the back of it. Oh, Frog in trouble.
Yeah, it's a Senna gank that comes in, but again, this is Renekton, and they're just going to try to turn this one around. They got Viego coming up here as well as the TP, and that's an Aurelion Soul. You're not getting away from that as he glides on in. The ult has to be flashed by Guma.
This wave away, he can prevent the dive, but Faker might just shuffle him if he does.
The root's going to come in, but that's Dominus as he goes in. The flash from Owner, but they just don't have the damage. I mean, this is under a turret against a Fed.
And right now, so far, it's gone pretty good. Now, TP's going to come in to try and deny this Herald, and I don't think they're going to get the value from it as a result. T1 going in force to prevent this.
I mean, DRX still here as well, but yeah, that pushback and no charge means that the Herald...
The Banana Brush and the Aurelion Soul being able to put down that field does make it hard, but Owner looking for a flank.
This is a big ult from the side of Carry. It's going to hit 4 people, and the ult from Zeu is going to knock back the Aurelion Soul as a big ult will come from the Aurelion Soul. But now the Vi goes in, and we do have the Nico pop-up, but a lot of members on the side of DRX are low. But where's the damage from T1? So many low health bars here on the side of DRX, but nobody can kill anything. Finally, Carrier will get the second kill onto the Viego, and Guma on the Senna level 8 is able to get that final kill onto Pleta. The Poppy and the Ornn especially. And now trying to get to work here on a Frog who just got his Dominus back, was probably spamming that one, and now do they have the damage to chase him all the way down the lane? The double slice and dice.
So gonna be a problem. Let's see what have to answer. Faker could be in trouble.
Now, trying to punish Faker in the side lane, not the first team to do this, and now the bottom laners just kind of playing around here in mid. Carrier already level 13, ahead of Teddy in terms of levels, and now Sponge going 1v1 versus Owner. They're going to get the knock-up on a Yehu, but there's no follow-up here from the side of T1, so a little bit of a disengage ult.
Later on, doesn't get as much farm, or maybe struggle to get farm in lane. Carrier is very farmed right now.
Yeah.
201 CS, he is super bulky.
Not really going to chunk through this one as the ult is going to come down, hits the Senna, and a bit of damage here on a Carrier. And so T1 will just get another Chemtech break, as now no fight coming in, but Carrier goes way too deep by himself. That's now getting flanked by Frog. He is all alone in the enemy jungle. Down he will go.
DRX going to start this Baron.
T1. Okay, this Baron, specifically the Hunter Baron, does a lot of damage, but this is going to be a rough steal from the side of Owner. I mean, there's a Callista, you've got Smite, and they're down a member as the knockback comes in, and now it's just a massive Aurelion Soul ult, and the Callista gets the Baron as T1 do a bunch of damage, but they're losing everything else. Nobody on the the side of DRX will fall except Sponge. And Zeus is just on the run here. Yahoo looking for a little bit more, and he should be, okay.
Oh, too much healing, too much
So
healing.
the plants are gonna come in, and that's fine. That would have just been the bonus.
So they are struggling to get this tier 1, but it looks like they're trying to move down towards bot for Zeus.
Looking to land the stun or something. The Keeper's Verdict is gonna hit the Aurelion Soul away, but the two members of DRX are already on the Poppy, and Zeus cannot survive.
Try and find something here on Yahoo, but they might be in trouble themselves.
Oh, it's a root here on a owner. He's in a ton of trouble. I mean, look at that massive chunk that the Aurelion Soul is at this point, and the Vi alone is obviously going to be taken down.
Only a Chemtech, but DRX not going to let them get this one for free.
Yeah, this time around, DRX want to fight for it, as a lot of poke damage is coming out of the Azir. Faker doing a good job of that. But is it going to be effective damage here? As we don't have the empowered ult, and a lot of damage does go into the Dragon, as T1 will take it down. DRX say, okay, you poked us out. We're not going to try to force this one. It's just Chemtech Drake. Doesn't do much for us. And now just kind of chasing T1 through their own jungle. They want to push and get some mid-prio here and maybe take down another turret. But now, Peria going to throw his ult as the flank is coming in. Sponge in a really rough spot, as now the ult from the Poppy is going to knock him away. Yehu is all alone on the top side of this one, as these fights have been so messy. Pleta, a massive ult as Faker in a lot of trouble, has to flash away. Keria going in by himself. He's got Guma on the backside. Yehu's going to go down by himself. Keria is so tanky, but does eventually go down to the human nexus that is Teddy. T1 looking for a little bit more on the chase as the charge comes in from Zeus, and it looks like Pleta will have to give his life for the team.
T1 managed to find that engage, and that's the danger against his composition. Oh, Teddy!
The flash comes in. That's a shutdown for the Vi, and important.
Yahoo is TPing in. They can contest this.
They absolutely can with Yahoo and how gigantic this dragon is, but the Ornald comes in as T1 look for the turn, and they get absolutely bombed in the river. Massive damage comes out from the Aurelion Soul as Yahoo, he is going to go down to Faker though, who is doing an insane amount of damage, and now Zeus and Keria able to win a 2v2 up there. Frog trades one back, but man, that Aurelion Soul was insane. They got a Callista, they've got a tank, and this Baron does do a lot of damage. See, Frog is getting a little bit low, and Faker with the Mega Cone is just going to go to the north side here alongside of Zeus and try to fight this straight up. Pleta just trying to avoid it as the Fates call. They dodge the ult from the Poppy, but they take out two, and it's only Teddy who does get the Baron. And
wait, Teddy!
1v2ing! Teddy able to stand up to two, and no! Will take him down at the last moment.
Got what they wanted out of it. Oh man, but a scrap play, and Sponge gets immediately focused down in this. Unfortunately, has to use his ult to disengage the initial CC. The Ornal comes after this ult, ends up hitting all 5 members.
Oh boy.
The value from Yahoo, and then the Zhonya's to dodge away from Faker's ult. Unfortunately, can't win the 1v1 against him, but has definitely done enough to help DRX out in that fight. And then the ensuing Baron take, they get so low in HP. Frog is already low. I love the ult from Teddy though, just to dodge away from the ult from Zeus, to keep Pleta there. Pleta gets an ult to stop Faker coming in.
Okay, 바로 먹게.
I'll get Baron, he says.
Oh, so close, so close. But he got the Baron.
That would be huge. So maybe they'll rely on that, but just going to go for the Drake, as they do have just an intense amount of damage. The Smite comes in, and the Callista secures it. And T1 say, well, you get it. We'll try to get mid-prio. Frog in a lot of trouble, goes for the Dominus, is going to get swept, and the team at Frog is just so tanky, though, as the rest of the DRX is coming on over. They want to take the fight. Owner is in a lot of trouble, but the Yehu ult doesn't do that much damage, and down will go the Renekton. And now Yehu's on the run. Pleta's on the other side of the fight, as here comes Faker once again, looking for more. But the peel comes in from Sponge to help out Teddy. Nobody can get onto this Callista, as they're trying to lock the soldier forward. And Owner, here comes Zeus looking for this, but the Sonya's is going to keep him alive. And the rest of the team is able to dive under the turret. Zeus is able to lock them in place. As now Teddy, the range from the Senna is too long. And maybe, just maybe, T1 has won a big team fight. I don't think they'll win the game, as now they're trying to get Pleta here, who was just pushing mid, and he will just die.
the difference between a won or lost fight. Now, they're clearing Baron vision around the Baron, and they are starting it up. DRX have vision, but T1 have their engagers ready to play interrupt on whoever approaches.
Yeah, I'm looking for this keeper's verdict right now as the ult comes in from Frog. They want to get... Oh, the ult! Massive knockup from the side of Pleta! And the follow-up, but T1 are still turning this one around, but Faker the first one to go down. Guma's also going to hit the deck. The rest of the team, though, is dead on the side of DRX, but this Viego is getting reset. Finally does go down as it's just the 2 tanks left, and the Dragon is just breathing on everyone. A triple kill comes through, and Saves will go down as well. And they have that damage to get the job done.
It's gonna help.
Yeah.
I remember no empowered ult now.
12k damage, 11.5k damage in the last fight.
Yeah, when he can breathe fire, when he can ult like that, he can get the damage down. Yeah, who's doing a monstrous amount, and now, yeah, the ult comes in.
Yeah, the Ornn ult's here. They have to run through the E of the Aurelion Soul, though, and now Owner's a bit far away from the team, so they're not going to follow up on the Ornn ult.
Yeah, the cluster secure really makes it a lot easier, but the fight's gonna come in.
Oh, the ult there onto the Renekton, but the massive damage there. But Yehu is alone in the front line. He has to go Zoldyana with the turn, but their Dragon is already dead. Down will go Faker, though. Is there a chance, perhaps, for Sponge and Teddy to carry this one? Owner on the chase here. Pleta's gonna go down. Teddy's also gonna go down. I think T1 have finally broken the backs of DRX in this game 1.
They managed to take down Yehu. The ult looks massive. Pleta gets a big ult, but it's just not enough. And Guma, the Fountain Laser, comes through clutch in this game. T1 able to close it out. An absolute battle to get to this point, and this is just game 1 and breaking the record 4 kills in a game this summer. An absolute slugfest.
I mean, this was just insane. 46 minutes. I did not expect to cast a game like this in game number 1 of this series as well. But T1, they do take down the Nexus. They get the first win of the best of 3.
가볼게.
쌈 먹으면 될 듯?
아, 못 떴다.
왜 니코야 니코 전면이야.
오케이. 나 이거 솔쪽 보는 중이야.
네, 벌써 왔다.
오케이. 아직
많이 멀어 많이 남았어.
천천히. 아, 쏠 본다.
오케이, 솔.
술 받을래.
버리 있어.
솔 잡았어.
힐이거든.
빌고 봐. 칼리.
아래 봐줘야 돼.
아래 봐주면 이겨.
아래 봐줘.
나 천천히 한 점.
칼리부터 현준아.
오케이, 칼리.
아직 빨리 잡았어. 천천히 봐. 빨리 잡았어.
칼리 잡았어.
아지르만 봐야 돼. 아지르.
할만해.
이겼어.
바텀 갈게.
나이스.
어.